So the Attorney General, Dr. Dominic Ayeni, has stated that he will not succumb to public pressure to hasten prosecutions arising from the government operations to recover all loot, that's oral, emphasizing that the due process must be followed to ensure sound legal outcomes. So speaking at the government's accountability series Wednesday, Dr. Ayeni said that he does not wish to be perceived as an incompetent lawyer in public office. Nothing that he maintained a strong professional record during his years of private practice. So, Dr. Ayeni also added that the Attorney General's Department remains committed to upholding justice, but stressed that careful and thorough prosecution is key to securing credible convictions and maintaining public confidence in legal processes. Lawuratu, I'll let you
I don't know
first.
why Shamina didn't say anything about oral. I was just wondering if the $21 billion that she projected, that will be
she didn't
recovered.
Project. Oral reports announced.
Reports. So now that the members of oral and the Deputy Attorney General are talking about the fact that some of the information in the oral report were garbage and noise, are we still expecting $21 billion? Exactly, this is what happens.
He didn't say that exactly, but because of time, I'm not going to argue.
I
listened to the interview.
What did he say?
I think the representation of how it was, there was use of garbage.
There was no use of noise.
But how you're putting it, that's not exactly what he said.
Oh, I didn't understand.
Let's go ahead.
Okay.
Let's go ahead.
But the eagerness and the urgency with which they went in and the report projecting 21 billion, which my sister here put out strongly. I hope that the garbage bit and all that. Look, anything that will give us money, resources, is fully welcome. Anybody who has shortchanged this nation must be dealt with, and every decision that is taken must be in the interest of our nation, the Republic of Ghana. But what the AG is doing is like someone giving a tip-off to police that, oh, there's a robbery going on in my neighborhood. Let's say the neighborhood is Metro, and the police start blowing their siren from Alisa or from Wayek. What are you telling the people? So I think that the AG can do us a great deal of good if he believes in what he's presenting with the PR and go for the interest of the states in the law courts. I believe that is where they will serve a better purpose for this nation. But with all the projections, we thought that by now, probably everyone will be, of the previous administration will be in jail. There were a lot of things that were said prior to campaign, and we are not seeing that urgency, when we are not seeing them being implemented as they ought to. The promises that were made, we hope that they will come around and start fulfilling them. Enough of the PR. Said we are going to reset this country. Let's see it. It's 9 months going on to 10 months already. And we are all eager to see how all those promises that were
made he's doing a PR
will come and serve the purpose of this country in the spirit that they promised them.
You know why the NPP is going to remain in the abyss, if God wills it, for the longest time? It's because of this kind of posturing. Because Lawuratu is not scandalized. Lawuratu seeks to downplay the scandal of monumental proportions that members of her government have engaged in and deprived this nation of billions of cedis. Lawuratu wants to engage in petty politicking. Lawuratu has no word of condemnation on the national service scandal, where we had thought the loss involved was around 548 million, but now have found that it is in the area of 2.2 billion cedis. Lawuratu is not scandalized by these findings. She's not scandalized that 81,885 ghost names were used to siphon money from the youth of this country. Youth who were paid a pittance of 700 cedis a month as national service allowance.
As told us by the AG's investigations.
She is not scandalized by all of these findings. She's scandalized that a preliminary oral report by an information gathering team, because oral's mandate was clear. They were to receive complaints and put all together in a report. And from their own estimation, they had felt that we could retrieve these amounts of money. She's scandalized that a report estimated the amount of money. Remember, oral report came after the win, not before. So it could not have been meant to manipulate anyone to vote in anybody's favor. The kind of behaviors that members of the administration put up was self-evident. Ghanaians saw the profligacy. Ghanaians pointed out to buildings that went up overnight. She knows many of them are running away from justice. Over 80 former appointees are under various stages of investigation. Lawuratu is not scandalized. She's not scandalized by the national service scandal. And she certainly is not scandalized about Edu Buahene's scandal. She's scandalized about preliminary oral report. This is the state of the NPP. In denial after destroying the economy of this country. The Attorney General is well within his rights to communicate transparently and accountably to the people of Ghana, because that is what His Excellency said he would do, that he would ensure transparency so that tomorrow nobody will come and shout, "Which hand?" Even when we can exercise certain powers, today, their former finance minister is still a fugitive of justice. Lawuratu is not scandalized that a former finance minister of her administration under the Nana Bawumia government is today at large. Lawuratu has no word of admonition to the former finance minister, Mr. Oforiatta, that he should come back down to Accra and face his charges. She has no words of admonition to redeem the sunken image of the New Patriotic Party. She still chooses and elects to play partisan politics.
To address it.
So the Attorney General will do his work. What we just want to assure the good people of Ghana is that His Excellency is not a vindictive government. It is true that you saw many things go wrong in the previous NPP administration. You saw evidence of corruption, evidence of appropriating of state resources, lands. You saw evidence of contracts that were awarded. As we speak, 278 small-scale mining licenses have been revoked by the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources. All these companies were in the forest, destroying the forest. Their licenses had expired and they were still there. They didn't obtain the licenses under the right things, but they were in the forest. They were engaged in all forms of breaches. They were in the forest, giving under the previous administration. Today, NIMOS is engaged in a daily raid of Galamsey areas.
Because
as we
have to go before we get off.
You spoke before I spoke. And if you speak, I'll speak again. If you speak, I'll speak again.
I gave her 3 minutes.
So the Attorney General will not. You see,
you made us speak about all kinds of things.
All kinds of
She's
things.
talking
And
about
that was
being
my
scandalized.
response. You are not scandalized. Where were you? Where were you?
What about? She's not scandalized about the cases. About the cases that they
give them more time. So
she's talking about being
that
scandalized.
the MPP still brings itself.
And you
say
you are coming to research.
Thank you very much.
CD
at 60 will come to you from the AICC. This has been Good Morning Ghana. Thanks for watching.